The New Mexico Boys and Girls Ranches provide help for disadvantaged youth, and that includes housing, education, and other support for kids between the ages of 12 and 18. And fortunately, joining us this morning to talk about the ranches is Nikki Kull, Executive Vice President and Chief Operating Officer. Thank you for being here, Nikki. Easy name to remember.
Yes.
I think what you guys do is fabulous, and I think it's really important to get the message out there. Can you tell us a little bit about the ranches?
The ranches started in 1944, so it's been around for quite some time.
Okay.
We take care of kids who face a struggle of some kind. The thing that's important to note is they're not bad kids. They're kids that have kind of gotten off to a rough start, but they just need a little assistance in going forward.
That's a great way to put it, and because there's no judgment, because
that's right.
Kids are socialized, and there's always a chance to make it better, and I think that's great. And the Girls Ranch actually moved from south of Santa Fe and combined with the Boys Ranch earlier this year. It's actually located on more than 2,000 acres in Berlin, and we've got some beautiful pictures you can see of the area. Let's look at those while we talk a little bit about the services at the ranches. Now, what are we looking at right here?
That looks like a picture from over on the east side of the state. We have a program on the east side of the state for emancipating young people between the ages of 17 and 22.
Oh, great. Okay, that's good to know. And now this, I guess, is the entryway?
The entryway to the ranch,
And what kind of services do we actually have? Tell us what you provide.
We provide a home environment for young people. We have a couple who serve as what we call resident advisors. Nice. They live in the cottage with the kids, and there are 10 kids to each cottage.
10 to a cottage. Oh, I think that's a great number. You're not overwhelming anybody, but it's enough of a group.
Right. The group dynamic is important.
Yes.
And we also provide educational services for the kids. Many of our kids have had struggles in school.
Okay.
And so they need a way to kind of get back on track, and we have small classroom sizes so that they can have more individualized attention.
So would you say, is that the biggest difference between attending a public school versus going to the ranches for their education?
Yes, and another thing that we do is try to teach them how to think and solve problems, and memorization is not helpful to the kids who come into our system.
Interesting. Why?
You can memorize information, but it doesn't really do you any good if you can't think through and solve problems, and we want them to learn to become effective in think on their feet, get out and do what they need to do without having to retain memorization.
It's more about being able to take something in, soak it in, and then apply it.
And apply it.
You're right. And I think that applies to everything. I mean, I think the things I memorized, I'll never retain like the things I really learned. And I understand that you do have that school. So I think that's a really nice thing for people to understand, that in addition to the services of housing, you provide that education. Any other services that you provide?
We work on social skills, communication skills.
Okay.
It's important for the kids to learn how to get their needs met effectively. So many of the young people have acted out because their needs are not being met, and maybe they've developed some skills, some coping skills that are not terribly effective for them.
Sure.
And we try to help them refocus those.
How do the families get involved, or do they?
We ask the families to be very involved.
Okay.
It really doesn't help much if the kid makes a lot of changes and the family doesn't change as well. We have a counseling program, and we will work with family counseling with them.
I was just going to ask you that because I was curious. You know, if they're going through a program, they're learning better communication skills. You bring the families in. Do they have a day a week, or do they have it on a regular basis where they come in?
The counselors schedule that as they can.
Okay.
And not all of our families are able to connect with us. Some of them live too far away.
Sure.
But if they're willing, the young people can talk to their family anytime. They can talk to them every day if they choose to.
Oh, good.
And the families can visit when they want to. We have a day set up for it to assure that the kids will be there and not involved in other activities. But if they want to visit any other time, we can set that up.
How are you finding the girls and the boys now that they're combined? Are you finding that interaction a positive thing?
Absolutely. We had, for years, had struggled with the fact that an all-girls campus or an all-boys campus has some deficits. They need to learn to communicate with one another and learn to function in that kind of an environment, and it's worked out very well.
And it's a supervised environment, so I think that will definitely give people a little bit more ease as far as parental concern goes. So I think that's great. And how are you funded? That's the other question I wanted to ask
We are funded by private donations. We don't take any government funding of any kind. And
really?
So it's important to have people help us with this project.
Oh, great. Well, then I'm really glad you're getting the word out, because I think it's important for people to know. And, of course, if you go to our website at casa.com, you'll be able to see this interview and tell the people how they can support you. let them know. Is there a specific website from you?
Yes, www.theranches.org.
Very easy. Thank you so much. Nikki Kull, we really appreciate you joining us, and thank you for all that you're doing for the children. Really appreciate that.